Hey, yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And we have Rusty Dubstep XX. Or is it just X? I don't know. It's Rusty Dubstep. We're going to call him Rusty. So, Rusty comes raging in here in a Centurion 5-1. He's logged into Highway. And we're going to have the scrap up here that you usually have in this corner. Typically, when the enemy team invests this much, and you only have 2 or 3 tanks, they win. But the green guys do a nice job up here. We'll talk about it as we go. Rusty comes up here. Let's show you what he's doing with his camera. So a couple things for you, Rusty. I think on occasion here you're going to overexpose the side of your tank. You kind of get away with it a couple times. That was a nice shot right there. It's too bad it wasn't just a little bit further left. He didn't show you very much. There's a guy crossing over there. You kind of missed. There you go. I always pay attention to what the little icons are doing. If I see an open space there and I see an icon going from, in this case, left to right, I'm going to shift what I'm doing and see if I can catch him out in the open. Now, we don't always notice it. I'm not saying I do either, but it's one of those things to watch. There you go. There's another example. That's an example of what I'm talking about. You come up with a lot with your side of your tank exposed right there. I think if you moved a little bit further down here, you would have just about the same shots on these guys. Also, there's an artillery and you're really exposed right here. The only problem with being down here is you're a little bit flatter, so these guys may have a slightly better shot. You're not as hull down. That may be part of what you're working on right there. A little bit unlucky the Bat Chat does not want to be damaged by you. Bat Chat goes to the corner. Looking for shots, and again, this dude comes out. And so that's what I'm talking about. He just punishes you. And if you are up here, I'm going to fix it here. If you are up here, probably had that messed up when I was talking about left to right because of the way my OBS is screwing with me here. But if you're over in this flat area right here, you won't have as much of that. You can cover up a little bit easier. Again, know what I'm saying? That's twice now, so that's another 240 hit points. Guy getting unlucky, getting into your tracks instead of actually damaging, doing hit points. There you go, you sneak one in. There's the artillery. Fortunately, it goes long, so you only lose 253. 432 works into the corner. Now you see the UDES up there, and there's a prototype. So it's really not worth pushing out there anymore with an UDES. So you sort of challenge the UDES. Looks like you go out there. I don't know if you're going to blind shot, and then you eat a shot from it. So I don't know if you're going to blind shot it. Then you saw the prototype and you try a shot on him, so you eat another shot, and then you go back out again when he's spotted and need another shot. So the timing on messing around with UDES is very tight. Be careful about that. So you lost 400 and almost 500 hit points that you didn't need to lose, and frankly probably should have lost from the Centurion a little bit earlier, so just watch out for that, which is why, again, why I like to be a little bit closer. Now, here's another reason why. The Hawk got spotted, you're spotted, that artillery knows you're there, you haven't really moved very much, and boom, very lucky. So he shot a little short, and that's another artillery shot you avoided. Also, you're ammo racked right now, and your repair kit just reset a few seconds ago, maybe 10-15 seconds ago, so watch out for that. Bummer there, shot one a little right and went into the front of his armor instead of into the side. Should have been an easy kill, or at least close to a kill. But he's kind of foolish coming out again. So I would definitely be tucking up where the Hawk is. You're sort of daring the. I think you had that shot a lot earlier than that. I would have not let his gun uncover. You're sort of daring the artillery to take you on. Now he's missed twice, so maybe he's decided to go after better targets. Finally, your TDs are sort of moving up. Would have been nice if they'd have done that earlier, but they're all stuffed down in the corner or down in the flats, and the reason for that is that UDES kind of has that whole thing locked down. There's probably somebody spotting as well. That guy makes a foolish move, you're able to take him down. And that's good, so holy cow, we got this down to an even 90. You make a move here, which I thought might have been nicer to do a little earlier. You can come around this corner covered against the UDES. You probably would have been able to take out the T-28 a bit earlier had you done this. But this is a good move if you can do it to kind of get this guy sandwiched. Try not to go so close that you get proxy lit by him, though. It'd be nice if he did not know you were there. He almost comes out and gives you a shot. Now the 432, the Sturv, and the T28 are going to start getting this Udez busy. Now the Udez is actually still pointing at you. But these guys are going to come up. So kind of watch what's going on over there. That's going to give you an opportunity potentially to push into the even 90. The even 90 is going to start forcing the situation because he's kind of got these guys owned. Then your Sioux comes in here. Gets hammered. Tries to come around the corner. And we sort of stop what we're doing. That was your opportunity when the Sioux went in there. It was strange to me that you changed your focus to these guys when you really needed to get rid of him. So the Sioux was your opportunity. You went in. I'd have been watching what that white guy did. I might have even pushed in with him because at the same time, your guys are pushing up underneath and they've got these guys busy. So it was a huge opportunity. You kind of look at them and you're like, okay, what's going on? And meanwhile, what's going on over here? Oh, holy cow, we could have got this guy dead. He's actually going to kill the Sioux. Or Artie will. Boom. So the Artie gets the Sioux. I would have pushed straight at that even 90. Don't let him reload. I know you're just trying to work the pixels here, but I'd have gone right at him. Just drive right at him. Make sure he goes away. Don't let him reload, because that would have been a bit of a nightmare. And we do a really nice thing here. We kind of look at this. Obviously, I haven't talked about it, but the city lost wholesale. And the good news is both your WZ and your Hawk both go back. The other good news is the T28 actually repositions and comes down to support. It's like, holy cow, pretty decent teamwork over here. Sometimes you get that random teamwork going on a pub team, and that's a good thing. So the Artie's going to do his best. I think he takes a chunk out of somebody. But the T28's got draw distance. He just drives up to where he can get shots. He's high enough that he can shoot into the flats there. And that is going to be very helpful for you guys because they dump 3 guys on immediately. I talk a lot about approach. Nice hit from the artillery, nice hit from the T28. Artillery dies. I talk about approach a lot, and you're going to give yourself a bit of a problem because you don't do something that's very important here. As I come up, I'm going to analyze this terrain. I know I've got good gun depression, but I want the flattest bit I can find. And that's not going to be this rocky bit or this part over here, but this middle part. Gives me the least angle of terrain because you're going to have to come up and over. And I just want you to look at that right there. See how that's just higher? And over here, it's a bit flatter. If I came up here, it's a much easier poke. As it stands, you're going to have to actually, in order to shoot this guy, come up and over. And very, very lucky they didn't, see you or have a couple more guns. And then we get ammo racked again, so we need to fix that immediately. That's going to cost us. See how long we have to wait? There we go. Looks like we realized it a little bit late. So this time I would shift. I'd back up and I'd shift over to this lower spot over here. But it looks like you've got just what you need because the guy's not to the left anymore. That was a good idea and a bit lucky that you actually pen. You're shooting gold. I don't know if you got in his lower plate or actually hit a hatch or something, but he had a lot of the cap points, so that was really nice for your team. And then this guy's being a bit of a doofus. Nicely done right there, and holy cow, at 0, the timer was at 0. Your team has 2 on right now, but we still need some resets because they've got 3. I might have been tempted to go after the CDC. He's going to have some of those hit points now, but it looks like the Chrysler K is out in the open, so you're just going to keep working him. You're not getting a lot of resets off of him right now, though. Really, that CDC needs to be hit. So you can see him. He takes a stab at you. He is right. Where is this guy? Oh, I thought you could see him. Yeah, he's pretty well hidden, so maybe not. Yep, he's behind a bunch of dead guys, so I thought you had a shot on him. Nice little HE reset just to make sure it happens there, and that is just enough to win it. So nicely done on going back. We talked a little bit about the things in that scrum up in the corner. A little bit too much side. A couple times just really daring people and dueling them. Got away with it against the what was it? P Victoria. Took a couple hits from the Udez you didn't need to take right there. I thought you mixed up your priorities a little bit when the Sioux went in there and started taking on the little guy. I think if you'd have pushed in there against him, you two would have probably taken him out quicker. You might have even been able to preserve the Sioux 130. I don't know. As soon as he came up and around, you saw what he was doing. I would have supported him. Take a quick check over your left shoulder and see what the Udez is doing. And if he's shooting at the other guys, which he was, that's your opportunity to push in there and take that guy out. But really nice decision to turn around. Good job on your 2 scouts as well who died for the cause, as well as the Artie, to be quite honest. And the T-28 making a really nice move to reposition in draw range and start punishing those guys. And you're able to sneak a win out of it. That's very nice, man. Well done. Well done. You know, I always talk about go back, no matter where you are, but really the Sturb and the LT did a nice job. They got rid of the Artie, and then when they realized what was happening, they jumped on Cap. And with you guys resetting, you're able to secure a win right here. So that was pretty well done, man. 2,436 damage, 575 assists. That's all I've got for today, guys. If you like what you saw, throw me a subscribe, and we will see ya.